Hello, I'm Kilo29 and welcome to this video. This is site review of UKFOB's The Grow House. The Grow House is a CQB indoor site which is located in Long Eaton in Nottingham. If you are on the M1 and get off at junction 25, it's about a 10-minute drive from there to the site entrance, depending on traffic. When you arrive there, there's parking outside the entrance, but it is quite limited. If you can't get parked there, you can park further up towards the road or on the road itself, which just means you might have a little bit of a walk with your kit to get inside, which to me wouldn't be that much of an issue. This was my first time at the site, so upon entry you immediately greeted by really friendly staff and a window on your right hand side. This is where you book yourself in. Now you do need to book online as the site is an 18 player maximum limit per session. You pay a deposit online, which is £10, and then when you get there at this window, you pay the remaining 15, which brings your total of the session to £25. Now, the £25 is not for the day, it's for a 3-hour session. Now, for £25 for a 3-hour session might seem a lot at first glance, which, to be honest, is what I thought when I was booking on. You can book more than one session if you want to do that, but again, that's an additional £25, which would be £50, which after being at the site and seeing what it's like, I'm fine with it. I'm fine to pay £25 for 3 hours or pay £50 to do 6 hours, which is what you get on a normal day of airsoft anyway. And considering that it's a CQB site, indoors, you're not using as much ammo, you're not throwing as much pyro, so really you're going to be spending about the same. I've also been told that if you play it on a Saturday and book 2 sessions, they can do it for £40, which is a bit of a discount. Saving money is always good. I hope to see that they introduce this for Sundays as well. It's just something that we can hope for our future. But even then, again, at first glance, I was a bit optimistic about it being £25 for 3 hours or £50 for essentially the day. However, after being at the site, which I'll explain just next, I'd say it's worth it. It's definitely worth it for you to go for the day and pay that £50. But once you're booked on, this window also acts as the shop, and in the shop you will find your typical things like your drinks, your snacks, ammo and gas for your weapon systems. There is space for them to expand the shop with, I don't know, maybe some pistols, SMGs, stuff like gloves, eye protection, you know, that sort of thing, what you'd expect more in a more, maybe a retail airsoft shop, but they are quite new, so at the minute the shop's limited, but something that I can see growing. Once you're all booked in and got what you want from the shop, you will go past the window and then up some stairs on your right hand side, and this leads into the safe zone. Now in the safe zone you will see workspaces or tables going along the left hand side. This is where you put your kit. You've got plenty of space for your weapon systems, your gear, everything like that to be on the workspace. You've also got space underneath the workspaces for your cases, bags, jackets, all that sort of thing. There is also some chairs, so should you want to sit down and have a chat, and there's also plenty enough space up there so you're not having to squeeze past other people, players or marshals, to go back downstairs to the toilet or to the shop, etc. While you're up in the safe zone, you will also see above the game zone is some tubing. Now this tubing is connected to extractor fans, so in the summer they can turn these extractor fans on and it will keep the air flowing so you can remain cool, which is a really good thing for an indoor CQB site. Many others just get, after an hour of playing, you are just dripping in the sweat. So this is a massive bonus for what I think anyway, for players and keeping it cool, especially in the summer. And these extractor fans also double up for getting rid of the smoke from the smoke machine in the game area, which I'll talk about in just a little while. So once you've got your kit sorted, you'll go through your safety brief, which was done very well, very professionally. They cover everything that you need to know. They'll give you your game brief, which again tells you everything that you need to know. Very simple, straightforward. You'll be taken down into the game zone through some stairs. and it is a fantastic layout. The moment I went downstairs and had a quick glance around, I knew that this was going to be a good session of some CQB action. The game zone is very flowing. There is windows up here, there's windows in the middle, there is windows, circular ones, whatever, rectangles further down in the walls. There is crawl spaces for you to go through, long corridors, short corridors, windy bits. It is massively varied, and for such a small building, or what it looks like it's going to be small, it seems and plays like as if it's a lot bigger. It is really, for a single level CQB site, it's probably the best one that I have been to. One of the things that makes this site so good for me personally, what I've struggled with other sites, even though I've been to these other sites a few times, is sort of recognising where you are or trying to give your teammates intel of where the enemy is or objectives. And at the Grow House, they have sorted this by having each room or giving each room its own theme. So for example, one of the rooms is called the construction site, and on the walls there is high visors, hard hats, like cage, construction site stuff. Another room there is like a zombie themed room, so it's all painted white all over the walls, and then there is bloody handprints and some bloody writing on the wall. So having things like that works really, really well, rather than it just being like some sort of typical kill house, training house sort of stuff, where it's just wood looking walls all the way around. And this site, you know exactly where you are or what room you are in. It's easily identifiable, which made the gameplay that much more better, because every time you come back, even if you didn't know where you were going, you go into a room and be like, oh, I've been here before, because it is distinctively different. It is very well thought about, and it's one of the best things that I've seen for a CQB site. Also, what makes this site a little bit different, within the game zone there is a room that the game, or chief marshal, if that's what I like to call them, has, where they have a monitor in front of them, where they have cameras laid out in the game site. They can see what's going on over the entire site, and through this they can change the games or give advantages or disadvantages whenever they feel like it, or when they feel that it's needed. Like for example, from this room, the game marshal, they can watch players, wait till players go into a room and turn the lights off, so then that room is completely pitch black. Or they can turn them on. So somebody's trying to creep through a dark room, turn the lights on, and they're exposed. They can also control lasers, and like I mentioned earlier, a smoke machine. Now the smoke machine works extremely well. 1 minute you can be in a room and visibility is quite good, turn the smoke machine on, it makes it very difficult to see what's going on and what's going around you. An enemy can easily come straight past you and you won't even know that's there, but with the help of the extractor fans, it can go away just as quickly as when it's come. On top of that, you can also control the music, which for example in one game there was an enemy player left, the rest of my team couldn't find him, so he came over the tannoy, he said a room, and then he said, that's all the information I'm going to give you. He turned the lights off and then turned the music up to 20, and you couldn't hear the footsteps that was going off. It was just like, oh, I know roughly where I need to go, but I don't know if that's where the enemy is, or if the enemy's now moved from there because of that. And it just made it a bit more exciting and kept the gameplay very fresh. The games that we did consisted of what you'd expect for a CQB site. We started off with a simple team deathmatch to get us all used to the site and things like that. We then did a VIP extract, which was my personal favourite one, where we had to we defended first. Yes, we did. We defended first, so we had to hide the VIP and then stop the enemy team from capturing the VIP and taking them out. And then we swapped rounds and we were attacking, and we had to get the VIP out. That was my favourite one. It worked really well with all the different rooms and all the corners that you had to check. Going through the corridors and things like that, it worked really well. We did a domination game where the flags are on a pulley system, so you pull a rope and your flag goes up or the enemy flag goes up. That worked really well. We also did what I'm going to call a gold rush one. You had a crate with gold bars in it. You had to find the box or find the crate, take a gold bar, you can only carry one at a time, back to your respawn, and whoever had the most gold bars at the end of that game won. We swapped sides after that, so it kept rotating, and every game that we did, it was constantly, I'm going to say evolving, because of things what I just said about the Chief Marshal in the control room. It wasn't like 20 minutes of team deathmatch where you were just respawning, going out, shooting, getting shot, going back, going down the same corridor. Even if you wanted to go down the same corridor, at some point in that game, it'll have changed, because either the lights will go out or the lights will come on, or you can't see anything because the smoke machine is there forcing you to go another way around. It's probably the best CQB site that I have been to since the closing of Combat Ready Airsoft's indoor site, which was in Derby, but that was over multiple levels. So for a single flawed CQB site, it's definitely 100% the best one that I've been to after experiencing what I experienced this day. So I was going to do a full gameplay video of this site, however GoPros aren't the best for recording it in low light, and trying to piece it together wasn't really making much sense. So what I've decided to do is, I've got a bunch of clips where you can actually see what's going off from my GoPro, my helmet and my selfie cam, put them together in like a little compilation for you. So I'm going to play that now so you get an idea of what the site was like, what were going off, and hopefully some good impressions of what is, again, the best CQB site that I've been to in a very long time. So enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed those clips, and I hope it's put a good impression in your head about UKFOB's The Grow House. Again, I highly recommend going to this site and trying it out. It is again one of the best CQB sites that I've been to in a very long time. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review and this video and the gameplay. If you did, leave a like. Also leave a comment, let me know what you think. If there's anything else that you want me to do or some sites that you want me to go to and review, I'll do my best to get to them and do some more this year for you. Also please don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Kilo out.